In the year 2147, humanity stood on the brink of annihilation. The Zereth, a swarm-like alien species from the dark voids beyond the Orion Arm, had descended upon the Sol system with a fleet of colossal warships. Their ships were biomechanical monstrosities, shulking behemoths the size of small moons, pulsating with organic armor and bristling with plasma tendrils that could slice through asteroid fields like butter. The Zereth sought to harvest Earth's resources, viewing humans as little more than vermin infesting a prime feeding ground. Captain Alina Voss commanded the UN's Vanguard, humanity's flagship, massive dreadnought forged from the remnants of old colony worlds, armed with railguns, fusion torpedoes, and experimental shield disruptors, flanked by a ragtag armada of cruisers, fighters, and repurposed mining haulers turned gunships. The human fleet formed a desperate defensive line at the Kuiper Belt's edge. "This is it," Voss broadcasted to her crew, her voice steady despite the sweat beading on her brow. "We hold here, or we lose everything." The Zereth Armada emerged from hyperspace like a nightmare unfolding. Their lead vessel, the hive mind Colossus, dwarfed the Vanguard, its surface writhing with tendril ports, spewing swarms of drone fighters. Alarms blared across the human ships as the first volley struck. Plasma arcs lanced through the void, vaporizing a cruiser in an instant. Debris spun wildly, pinging off shields like hail on a tin roof. "Shields at 60%. Shouted Lieutenant Reyes from the tactical console. Voss gripped her command chair as the Vanguard shuddered under another hit. "Evasive maneuvers. Launch all fighters. Draw their drones away." Human pilots in sleek arrowhead interceptors jetted into the fray, weaving through enemy fire in a deadly ballet. Laser cannons spat defiance, picking off drones one by one. But for every Zereth fighter destroyed, 2 more erupted from the Colossus's maw. The battle intensified. It's a human battleship. The Defiant rammed a Zereth cruiser, its hull crumpling in a spectacular explosion that lit up the stars. But the aliens adapted quickly. Their ships regenerated, tendrils knitting wounds shut like living flesh. Voss's fleet was outnumbered 3-1, and the tension mounted with every passing minute. "Incoming boarding pods," Reyes warned. Sroth, warriors, katanas horrors with razor limbs, breached a frigate's hull, slaughtering crew in close quarters combat. Screams echoed over comms before going silent. Voss's mind raced. The Zereth's strength lay in their hive mind, coordinated by the Colossus's central nexus. "We need to hit their core," she muttered. But getting close meant threading a needle through hellfire. As another wave of plasma battered the Vanguard's shields down to 20%, a desperate plan formed. Divert power to the disruptors. All ships form a wedge punch through their line. The human fleet surged forward in a suicidal charge. Fighters sacrificed themselves as shields, exploding in brilliant fireballs to clear paths. The Vanguard took point, its railguns thundering, shattering alien armor. The Zereth destroyer loomed, its tendrils whipping out to ensnare them. "Fire torpedoes full spread," Voss ordered. The explosions rocked the enemy ship, but it held, countering with a beam that sheared off the Vanguard's port wing. Alarms wailed. Oxygen vented into space. Hull breach on decks 7-9. Crew scrambled in zero-G ceiling bulkheads as the ship listed. Voss's hands trembled on the controls. Failure meant the end of humanity. But then, a breakthrough. A squadron of stealth bombers, hidden in the asteroid field, flanked the Colossus undetected, palms away. Their leader reported. Fusion payloads detonated against the Nexus, cracking the hive mind's link. The Zereth fleet faltered, their coordination fracturing into chaos. Drones collided mid-swarm. Ships fired wildly, hitting their own. Seizing the moment, Voss pushed the Vanguard to ramming speed, all power to forward guns. The dreadnought plowed into the Colossus's weakened core, railguns blazing. The alien behemoth convulsed, its tendrils flailing uselessly as internal explosions rippled through its body. One by one, the Zareth ships detonated in chain reactions, their biomechanical forms unraveling in fiery demise. As the last echoes of battle faded, the vanguard drifted amid the wreckage, scarred but victorious. Cheers erupted across the fleet. Captain Voss slumped in her chair, exhaling a breath she hadn't realized she'd been holding. Humanity had won not by strength alone, but by sheer tenacity. The invaders were destroyed, their threats scattered to the cosmic winds. But in the quiet aftermath, Voss knew the stars held more horrors. For now, though, Sol was safe.